Hello grade 10s, here Mr. G, and we are going to make a video related to writing chemical formula of compounds. Alright, this is very important. It's all going to be asked in the test, and you will need all the time to know how to write the formula of certain compounds. Okay, so we're just going to go through the rules. We're going to use a few examples, and I hope it's clear for you. First of all, you need to learn the table of cation. So you need to be able to learn this table. These are ions. They are not atoms, they are ions, and therefore they have charge. So this is very important to learn. Now, what is important to know, and we mentioned in previous videos, all the elements in group 1 will form ions of 1 plus. For example, this one here is from group 1 of the periodic table, like with this one here. Okay, that is important. And all the elements in group 2 will form ions with the way 2 positive. That is important because it will help you to memorize some of them. Okay, now we also have a table of anions. These ones are negative, though these are ions as well, but they are negative. And you have some monatomic ions and some polyatomic ions like NO3 nitrate, for example, or nitrite. Okay, so this is important. You must learn these two tables. There is no other way, but you have to learn by memory. You have to memorize these tables. Okay, so let's go to this question, and this question says write the chemical formula of each of the following compounds. Okay, and we have the first one is magnesium hydroxide. All right, guys, the first thing you are going to go is the first thing you're going to do, is go to the tables that you have. For now, you can go to the table and identify magnesium as well as hydroxide. So that is the first thing. So let's go to the table first of all to look for magnesium. So you come here to this table and you find out where magnesium is. We can see that magnesium is right here. So we take that ion and we are going to write it down here as it is there. Okay, magnesium is going to be Mg2+. Now we're going to do the same with hydroxide. So we're going to look for hydroxide in the table. All right, here is hydroxide. So we're going to write it just as it is there here at the bottom. Okay, this is hydroxide. This O is OH. Sorry about that. This is the highlighting. Is the OH minus. Now, what is going to happen? The charges are going to swap places and they're going to go down. For example, these two here is going to go all the way to that side there for everything. So it's going to be OH with the 2 of the magnesium. Okay? And the one of the hydroxide is going to go all the way down there to magnesium. So what are we going to have for the final answer? It's going to be magnesium with the 1 of hydroxide and hydroxide, which is OH, everything with the 2. However, we cannot use a circle. So mathematically speaking, we're going to use bracket because that 2 is for everything. And this is the formula of magnesium hydroxide. Let's see another example. We have now copper 2 sulfate. Go to the table and get copper 2 sulfate. Copper 2 and then sulfate, okay? So here are the ions for copper 2 and for sulfate. So remember, the charges, those numbers of the charges will swap places. These 2 will move all the way for everything. Now note, is for everything including the 4, not the charge. Everything including the 4. So it will be SO4 with that 2 that is coming from there. And these two here will also move there for everything that will be there. So it will be here outside the Cu2. So the answer will actually be Cu2 that is coming from sulfate bracket SO4 2 that is coming from copper. But because the numbers are the same, they can cancel each other. So the final correct answer will be CuSO4. This is the answer for copper 2 sulfate. Okay, I hope that is clear. Let's see another example. Let's see potassium carbonate. So let's first of all look for the ions. Here are the ions. Remember to look, go to the table to look for the ions. So the one that is from potassium, you don't write the one, is coming all the way here outside CO3. So they will be the one there. And the two of the CO3 is coming all the way for potassium. So it will be K2 that is coming from the carbonate, CO3, everything one, but you do not write the one. So this is the final answer for this question. Let's go to 1.4, mercury 2 chloride. Okay, now something important I want to mention. Be careful, because in the ions you have different. You have copper 1, you have copper 2, you have iron 3, you have iron 2, you have nickel, you have mercury 1. So you have many of them are repeating numbers. So be careful with that one. Don't you make a mistake. Okay, so we're looking for mercury 2 chloride. So let me look for the ions and then I'll be back with you. All right, here are the ions. So what is happening now is the one from here is moving there to the Hg for mercury, and the two from mercury will move here to the chlorine. So the final answer will be Sg1, that is coming from the chlorine, Cl2, which is the one that is coming from the mercury. All right, and the last one is barium sulfide, as well as the mercury 2, nickel 2, 1. Be careful with the sulfide, because when you go to the table, you have here many that look like. You have sulfide, you have sulfite, and you have sulfate. So be careful, because they are very much different. Okay, so here it's barium sulfide. So barium sulfide, we look for the ions. Here are the ions, and as we did in copper 2 sulfate, the 2's are going to move, but because it's the same number, they will cancel. So this 2 is moving there outside everything. Remember, you have everything, you have to write it outside. And this 2 is also moving outside of barium. So the final answer will be Ba2SO3. 2, but because they have the same number there, the final answer could be cancel those 2. And this, it could be BaSO3. You don't need the bracket, because the bracket is only for the 2. And this is the final answer of this question. Guys, I hope this helped you. I hope you understand better how to write formula. It is very, very, very important topic. So watch it, do some more practice. Thank you very much. Good luck. I'll see you next time.